We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Detective Comics 1010. This is a loose tie-in to Year of the Villain. Really has nothing to do with it, it just is kind of the marquee. This issue was written by Peter J. Tomasi, Christian Duce was the artist, David Barron colorist, Rob Leigh letterer, Jae Lee and June Chung did the cover. I do like the cover. It's a little abstract, but it does work, and I kind of like Jae Lee's art. I don't know why, I should hate it, because it's not something I typically like, but I did enjoy that. Dave Walgos was the assistant editor, Molly Mahan editor, Jamie S. Rich group editor. So Bruce Wayne's plane has crashed, and most of the passengers are being held hostage by Deadshot, who also gets a little bit injured in this one. Meanwhile, Bruce is pretty screwed up, but he is found by two old men, one Japanese guy and one American, who both crashed on the island back in World War II. So they're like 90, and they're both still alive on an island in the South Pacific. Okay, so Deadshot gets attacked by a kitty cat, and that turns out to be one of the friends of the old people. And Bruce is without his outfit and his armor, but he manages to borrow some equipment from the old guys who have like 80-year-old stuff, and he fights back a little bit, but that's just setting him up to be put in Deadshot's sights. We do get a glimpse of Mr. Freeze again. Obviously, Mr. Freeze is going to be in a future issue, and they're building up to that. I don't want to ruin too much of that because it will be important in a couple issues, I think. This issue was pretty solid, actually. The only thing I don't like is the two older guys, World War II vets, really? They'd seriously be like 90 years old. And they're not going to move Bruce Wayne, who's probably 250 pounds of muscle, because he's like 6 foot tall. That's not going to really be logical. So I had a little bit of a problem with that. Beyond that, it was a solid story. I enjoyed it. It's a good installment. I think this is a 3-parter leading into what is coming up. Batman's not in costume in this issue, though, so that covers a little bit deceptive. He is in some like jumpsuit kind of thing. But it was a fun read. It's definitely worth a buck or two out of a back issue bin. I would say $2.50, a little over half cover price. I think paying cover price for it's a bit exorbitant, but it was a fun read, and the art's pretty good, so I didn't have a problem with that. It just isn't something I'm gonna look back on in several years and be like, oh yeah, I have to reread this. So I'll recommend it if you can find it at a reasonable price, less than cover price. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring store are in the description, and sharing is also appreciated as always. And of course, we hope to see you on the next one.